All right, so it's 2011, and
Yes.
it's a year for being adventuresome, doing things maybe a little different. So, unbeknownst to Keith, I have come up with just a little bit of a different give it a shot to start off our podcasting for the day.
All right, that sounds good.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith, and I'm the one who's going to be
Okay.
Shockcast.
So what we're going to do is this is what I'll let you know. It's a beer.
Okay.
It's an ale.
Okay.
Okay? And I'm just going to have you try it completely blind. I'm going to go in the other room.
Okay.
I'm going to pour it. We're both going to try it, and not just you.
Okay.
We're both going to try it.
Have you had it before?
I'll be the only one. Yes, I had one last night.
Okay.
So I just want you to just be completely, like I said, this will be interesting. It's not a stout. It's just regular run-of-the-mill ale. Just want to have you try it.
All right.
See what you think. We'll give our impressions of it, and then I'll tell you about it.
Okay.
Okay?
That sounds good.
No preconceptions.
No preconceptions.
There's nothing.
I'll try not to.
Except for fear.
I'll try to clear my mind.
What is he going to make me drink?
I will go into a meditative state.
And I'll also go as far as say it's not like a Chipotle double carbonate. It's nothing weird.
Thank God.
It's nothing weird at all. It's not like, oh God, what am I going to be hit with? Because we have other things to taste.
Okay.
Not
yes,
necessarily for this give it a shot, but we'll be tasting other things today. It's Super Bowl Sunday.
Yep. A lot of our shows are going to have originated on this date.
Yes. Yeah. Actually.
We're building up a bank of material.
We are.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to go pour the beer. I'm going to stop the podcast here for a second.
Okay.
And we'll go ahead and try it. All right. So I'm back after a long walk out of the tasting room to pour this beer. Let's go ahead and since I've already poured it, what would you say for the color? Let's go to the color.
Brownish copper, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely copper, but on that darker,
clear,
the browner side. Yeah, definitely. You can see through that.
Little carbonation going on, a little bit of bubbles. My head stayed around a little bit longer than yours.
You always have to bring that up.
Yeah, I always have to. Okay.
All right.
To the aroma?
A little malty?
Definitely. Maybe. I should say I'll probably just do more agreeing because I don't want to lead you one way or the other. But yeah, I would say definitely kind of malty.
So yeah, I was going to say there's a little sweetness, but I think that's coming from the malt. So I would just say a malty sweetness, not bready, not just basic malt, a sweet malt.
Yeah, I would say so. I think there's some sweetness that's not coming necessarily from the malt that I think's on top of that. But
could be. Maybe even a little, maybe there's a little herbalness, maybe a little piney maybe, or...
Oh, that's an interesting call.
There's a little, yeah, like herbal, like something like that. Very, very slight though, not, but nice, very nice. All right. Can we taste now?
Yeah, let's go to the taste.
Okay. It's sour and sweet. First it's sour, then it's sweet.
Sour Patch Kids?
Is this Sour Patch Kids beer?
No, it's not.
Because sweet's not the right word, but it hits me at the front of my tongue. So, but it's more, I guess maybe that's more salty. It's a little dry, but I got that sour at the back from that malt. It's not really a hop sour though. I guess maybe there's a little bit of hop there.
I think it's more of a fruit. There is like a
lemony.
Yeah, like a lemony. I'm still getting some of that maltiness coming through, and I think there is like a nice, almost like a sugar sweetness.
It does come back to the front now. Yeah.
Molasses, some sort of darker, heavier sugar, not like a light candied sugar or something like that, like a darker, heavier sugar.
Yeah. But it's easy drinking. It's pretty, not light in color, but the sour hangs a little bit. So it's not crisp and it's not clean because that hangs a little bit, but it's not overwhelming. It'll probably be good with some snacks.
Actually, speaking of that, that's what I had it with last night.
Maybe a pretzel.
Yeah, I had
pretzels or something.
Had some chips with it last night.
Okay.
And then, it does kind of cut down. I don't think that sour is overwhelming, but if on its own, it does hang around a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not a heavy overwhelming, but it's there and then for a little bit and then it goes away.
Right.
Is this a beer in a can?
No, it's not.
Okay. I thought maybe I was trying to clear my mind of preconceptions, but I wonder if Andrew's...
I'm glad you weren't even thinking of what I've done. So
okay.
you were thinking the opposite way then.
Yes.
All right. So you ready for the reveal?
Yeah. Do I need to make sure there isn't any plastic behind me, so if I fall over...
Okay. Yeah. No, not quite that, but it is something we've discussed before.
Okay.
And you've said previously, you're kind of like, I don't remember enjoying that one.
Okay.
And I had never had it before, so I got one. I was like, I'd like him to try this again, because maybe he got a bad word. Because I had it last night, and I actually liked it quite a bit. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good.
Okay.
So you ready?
Yes. Oh, okay.
So what beer do you have in your hand?
I have in my hand the Dogfish Head Raison D'Etre. A deep mahogany ale brewed with Belgian beet sugars, green raisins, and a sense of purpose. Did they change this from year to year though?
See, now I don't know. I'm not sure of that. I don't believe so. This is one of their year-round releases, so they usually don't change those too much.
I would remember that description, and I have never. And I can't say that. In 20 plus years of legal drinking, I'm sure I've had numerous beers, not as many as some, but more than others, and so I can't say this for certain. But I feel fairly certain that I may have had this, but not brewed this way. Because I remember that one beer that I mean, that time I bought that 6-pack, I could not have finished that. I don't think I did finish that 6-pack because it was so strongly, and maybe it was old. Maybe it was
that's
old.
what I'm saying.
Because I bought it, I think I bought it at cost plus.
I wonder if some of that concentrates. If this sits.
It could be, but I honestly
don't
remember it saying Belgian Beet Sugar's green raisins. I remember it, talking about raisins on the thing. So I don't know. Maybe they do change it. Maybe they don't change it from year to year. Maybe they do. No, that's definitely. That's good.
It doesn't matter. I'm looking at their website right now. It doesn't mention. That's not to say they haven't changed it, but it doesn't mention anything about that. It said they've been selling it in bottles since '98.
Okay.
They brewed it at their brew pub since 1996.
That's good. That incarnation I like. So the other one I had either had been around a while and the aging process, or maybe it wasn't refrigerated properly, didn't do it justice. But that's good. I could definitely recommend somebody trying that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like I said last night, having it with some food. Those sours that we're talking about kind of backed off a little bit, and that was really nice, and it just was a great compliment to some snacks that I was having the previous evening. So I really like that. And it just kind of goes back to the point that even, especially if it's been a long time, like obviously not within weeks, but if it's been a long time since you've had something, and it's available, sometimes it's a good idea to try it again. Your palate may have changed.
Palates change, yeah.
Andrew 4 years ago would have not had put a beer that had an ounce of probably any kind of hops in there near him, an IPA or whatever, and now that's some of my all-time favorites.
Yep.
And actually, speaking of Dogfish, their 90-minute IPA, that's one of my favorites. I love that one.
The 90-minute?
Oh, yeah. Got a 4-pack of that in the fridge right now. So... All right. Well, head on over to the website at AboutBeverages.com and check out our tasting notes for this beer, along with where it hits on our recommendation scale. While you're there, just
browse.
Check out everything that we have at the website. Lots of different things to look at, lots of notes. The drink database has a lot of different things that we tried during the week that necessarily we're not podcasting about, but it's definitely things that we've tried, and we've got some notes up there for that as well. And that's
Andrew's been pretty good at tweeting. We're also on Facebook. You can become a friend of us on Facebook. You can begin a conversation at our roundtable, or just send us a comment. Let us know what we should be doing or shouldn't be doing, or should be trying. So we certainly appreciate those suggestions, and we look forward to them.
But whether we like it or not,
you should give it another shot.